Jackie was laying in her bed. She was having, she was sleeping, and then, and then she was sleeping, and then all of a sudden she had a nightmare. It was horrible. It was so bad, and so she was like, and so she just screamed. She wakes up and then she screamed, and then her father, Patrick Mack, comes into the room. He says, is something wrong? And he says, she says, I had a nightmare. I had a nightmare, Dad, she says. And then he says, well, okay, do you want me to sleep, do you want me to sleep on your bed? Or with you? Or on your bed? Next to you? Well, do you want me to sleep next to your bed? On the ground next to your bed. And she says, okay, that'll be okay. And so he did. Welcome. Well, hello and welcome to part 33 of the American show. Let us continue. So the next morning, she was, they were getting ready to eat breakfast together. She still couldn't stop thinking about her dream, and she was telling him about it. When all of a sudden, his brother his brother walks into the door and says hi to the family. He was like, "Hey guys, what's up, man? What's up, gang?" They were like, and then they had full breakfast. You know, they were talking about the dream, and he had some opinions on it, and her father had some opinions on it, and then he realized Patrick realized that he was running late, and so he hopped in the car, asked asked Rick to just hang out with with his daughter, her uncle, of course, and that's what he does. So he goes to the car, he hops in the car rather, and he just drives away. He gets to the studio of the America show, and he's like so happy to be there. Not that he wasn't happy to be at home, but he was much more happy to be there too. And so when Alpha Crane asks him to come to his office, and he says, "Well, I'm going to give you the month off. So starting tomorrow, you're going to take a month off. Everybody is, of course, even me. But you are going to take the month off. Don't worry, it's all going to be paid for. Don't worry about that. But starting tomorrow, you're going to take a few days off along with everybody else." And he says, "Okay, cool. It would give me more chance to spend my, it would give me more opportunities to spend time with my daughter." He says, "Cool, wonderful." And so he comes back and they start rehearsing. Um, Amy says, "Did you hear?" "Yeah, I just talked to him a couple minutes ago," he says. And she says, "I can't believe it. Yeah, we're both going to be taking the month off. This is pretty exciting," he says. And she says, "Yeah, I guess so. I'm going to Silvercut to visit your girlfriend," she says. "Well, I hope she's doing well." And then she says, "Well, you should come with us. Take the entire family with you guys, man." And then he says, "Okay, no problem." And then that's how it was. So they finished. So fast forward, they finished rehearsing, and now it's on to the main show. They started with a couple monologues and a couple jokes, and until they get to when they get to the news. Of course, the anti-movie protesting and the pro-movie protesting was still raging on by this point. But actually, it just started. And so they had a couple of comments about that. And they took questions from the audience. And they had a great episode of the American show. It was a good episode, actually. They, he said to, uh, he said to, he said to Amy as they were leaving. When they got to, well, he got to his dressing room and then it happened. She was there. He opened the door and she was there. And then, so he says, what are you doing here? He says, well, I'm here to see you, she says. You know, I never lied to you, she says. And he says, don't you think I know that? Don't you think I know that, Captain Obvious? He says. And then she says, well, okay, cool, wonderful. Um, I'm going to hurt you really bad in every single way possible, she says. And he says, but why though? Well, because I want to. That's not an answer. Why though? Yeah, because I want to. Oh, okay, he says. And so he and so and before he could call security on her, she says, no, I was just leaving, so there's no need to do that. And then she left. And then she left out the window. To be continued. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment down below telling me what do you think about the video. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Excuse me.